Hi, I'm Monty Glenn with Marcum's Nursery. Today we're going to show you how to take some simple measurements on your own to bring us some information into the store to help you design the flower bed at your house. We get a lot of people come in all the time with pictures on their phones and things like that. While that's great that we could see your house, we need a little bit more additional information that is easy for you to do as a homeowner yourself and bring to us. The only things you're going to need are a tape measure, a piece of paper, graph paper if you have it. That'll help kind of scale things out on the paper for you. So I'll go ahead and show you how to do the measurements to get us the information that we need. First, we're just going to start by the corner of the house right here in the small flower bed. We're going to start by pulling a tape measure from the corner to this first window. This measurement is 7 feet 8 inches. So on the graph paper, we're taking dimensions to about 6 inches. So we're going to call this wall 7.5 feet, 7 feet 6 inches. We'll write that down on our paper, which I already have. We'll show you later. Your next measurement is going to be the window, because we need to know where this window is on this wall so we don't plant anything too tall in front of your window. This window is 4 feet, so we'll make a mark there on the window to show that that's a 4 foot wide window. Now I happen to know this is symmetrical here, so this measurement here as well is going to be 7.5 feet. So the next measurement we need to get is how big this flower bed is. So that's a simple measurement from the house to the edging, which we've already installed in this flower bed, and we've got 4.5 feet. So we mark that out 4.5 feet and square it up to the house just like it's shown in this video. And those are the simple measurements we need to help you determine how many plants to go in your flower bed, how much edging you may need, how much mulch, compost, soil, other amendments if needed as well. At this time too, if you're planning on doing any like landscape lighting, nightscaping, anything like that, it's now time to kind of start thinking about how and where you're going to do that. So that is the information we need along with pictures in order to help you design your flower bed in our store. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about what this looks like once you've measured it. What does it look like on paper? The graph paper that I'm using here is 5 feet on the square. So every square is 5 feet across. Every little line is 6 inches. So that's why we're going to measure to the closest 6 inches of the measurements. Our first measurement from the corner of the house to the window was 7.5 feet. So we're going to count over to 5, and then we're going to go 6, 7.5 feet. We'll draw this line. And then we had a window. So what I like to do is just make a little tick mark for a window. And that window was 4 feet. So we're going to count over from there 4 feet. So there's our 4 foot mark. That's a 4 foot window. The first measurement was 7 feet 6 inches. Then the next measurement was the same. So then again, we'll measure over this way, 7.5 feet. That was the measurements of our house, 7 feet 6 inches. The flower bed was 4.5 feet deep. So we're going to come off of here to 4.5, and we can come off of this edge to 4.5, and we will just connect that line. This doesn't have to be professional. It doesn't have to be pretty. You don't have to have a straight edge in order to do this to bring it to us. So this is the dimensions of our flower bed. This is what it will look like on paper. This information here will help us know how many plants you need to fill that space. It will also tell us how much material you need to fill in as far as square feet for mulch and compost, soil, linear feet for edging. The other additional information that I have failed to mention was what direction does this face? What kind of sun exposure is it going to get? I happen to know that this is east facing, so we're just going to write east right here so that we know north is on this side. That's going to help us determine what plants to use in that flower bed for you so you have the best success. That's very important to pick the right plants for the right spot. This spot will be a little bit shadier in the afternoon, so we could use a little bit different plants there. That's why it's important to know what type of sun exposure you're going to have in that flower bed.